Hello, welcome to class. This is the second module in kitchen management, and we'll be looking at kitchen utensils, tools, and equipment. We'll be looking at classification of kitchen tools, major kitchen equipment, step-by-step guide on how to use common kitchen equipment, proper handling and storage of utensils, and lastly, electrical and gas safety in the kitchen. A professional kitchen worker must be intimately familiar with their tools. This module is your hands-on introduction to the vast array of utensils and equipment you will encounter. We will move beyond naming items, we will explore their specific functions, how to select the right tool for the job, and the critical importance of using them safely. By the end of this module, you have the confidence and knowledge to handle any tool with skill and respect, forming the foundation for efficient, precise, and professional food preparation. Why do we classify kitchen tools? Classifying tools by their function helps the kitchen worker to select the right tool for each task, ensuring accuracy and speed. It also helps to maintain organization, making tools easy to find and return. It also helps promote safety by using tools only for their intended purpose. It also helps extend the life of the utensils through proper care and use. The main classification of kitchen tools are cutting tools, cooking tools, measuring tools, baking tools. So let's look at the classification. The cutting tools are used for slicing, chopping, and peeling, also for shaping food items. The common examples are knife, and we have different type of knife. We have the all-purpose knife, we call it the chef knife. We have the paring knife, which is used to peel and do small work. We also have the bread knife, which is usually serrated. There is also a chopping board. Chopping board is to provide a safe, sanitary cutting surface. Peeler. Peeler is for removing skins from fruits and vegetables. We also have grater as a cutting tool. It is for shredding cheese, vegetables, and ginger. We also have kitchen shears for cutting herbs, opening packages, and trimming meat. Cooking utensils. The purpose of cooking utensils, tools, sorry, tools used during the cooking process for stirring, flipping, and serving, and they include pots and pans, which is a foundation for boiling, frying, and stewing. We have the spatula. This is for flipping food like pancake, eggs. We have the wooden spoon for stirring hot soup and sauces without scratching the pan. We have the ladle for serving soups and liquid dishes. We have the tongs for gripping and turning food safely. And lastly, the colander or sieve for draining water from pasta or rinsing vegetables. The measuring tools. The purpose is to ensure accuracy and consistency in cooking and baking for perfect results every time. The common measuring tools are 1. Measuring cup, measuring spoons, and kitchen scale. Measuring cup is for dry ingredients, and measuring spoon is for precise small quantity of spice, salt, and baking powder. Then the kitchen scale is for measuring ingredients by weight, essentially for baking. The last classification is the baking tools. These are specialized utensils for preparing pastries, cakes, and bread. The common baking tools include baking pans and trays for shaping cake, cookies, and bread. We have the rolling pin, which is for flattening dough evenly. Also, there is the mixing bowl for combining the ingredients together. We have the whisk for beating egg or and incorporating air into mixture. There is also the pastry brush for glazing the egg wash or butter. There is also the cooling rack. This allows air to circulate around baked goods to prevent sogginess. The major kitchen equipment. Large appliances that power the kitchen and improve efficiencies and capability are known as the heavy lifter. And example include gas cooker. This is for boiling, frying, and grilling using gas fuel. It allows for quick heat control. There's also the oven. Oven is used for baking, roasting, and grilling with controlled and enclosed heat. There's also the blender for mixing, puring, and emulsifying liquid and soft food. There's also mixer. This is for beating, whipping, and combining ingredients, saving time and effort. We have the refrigerator for short-term storage of perishable food at cool temperatures, while freezer is a long-term preservation of food at very low temperature. Step by step, using a gas cooker and oven. How do you use a gas cooker? You ensure ventilation and check connections. You turn knob and ignite with either igniter or matches. You adjust the flame as needed and you place pot securely on the burner. And remember to turn off the gas supply after usage. Next is oven. You ensure oven is clean and you set temperature and preheat. You place food in an oven safe dish and you place on rack and close the door. You use oven mitts to remove the food and you switch off after usage. How do we use a blender and how do you use a mixer? A blender is to assemble clean blender. You add ingredients, liquid first. You secure the lid tightly. You select speed and blend. You switch off before opening and you unplug and clean immediately. For the mixer, sorry the picture is opposite. The mixer supposed to be down while the blender is to be up. The mixer is attached uh, the way to use mixer is to attach the correct tool to place ingredients in the bowl. Start on low speed to avoid splashing and increase speed gradually. Switch off before removing the attachment and unplug and clean. How do we use freezer and refrigerator? For a refrigerator, you set to correct temperature. You store food in covered containers. You keep raw and cooked food separate. You do not overload the refrigerator. You allow air to circulate. Also, clean spills and check for spoiled food regularly. For the freezer, you need to set to freezing temperature. You need to package food in airtight freezer safe bags. You have to label and date all items. And you have to arrange for good airflow. Defrost regularly, if not frost free. Proper handling of utensils. This helps extend the life of your tools and prevent accidents. How do you do this? The use for intended purpose. Don't use a knife as a can opener. Also clean immediately. Don't let food dry on utensils. Next is you wash separately. You avoid cross contamination by washing utensils used for raw food separately. You need to handle with care. You can pass sharp tools and handle first. Never leave knife loose in a sink. Then dry thoroughly. Prevents rust and this is to prevent rust and bacterial growth. Proper storage of utensils. Number one, you store in clean, dry areas like drawers, racks, shelves. Two, knife safety. Use of knife block, magnetic strip, or blade guard are important. You stack neatly. Equipment like pots, pans are to be stacked to save space. Also, you store the lids separately. Air circulation. Store cutting boards upright to prevent mold. And lastly, there's need for regular inspection. Replace or repair damaged or rusty equipment or cracked items regularly. Critical safety. The electrical and gas. This electrical safety, you have to dry to maintain electrical safety. You have to dry hands when handling plugs and appliances. You have to keep appliances away from water. You never use damaged cords or overload sockets, and you unplug and switch off after use. To maintain gas safety, you have to ensure good ventilation, check for leakages. Blue flame is the best, yellow flame may indicate a problem. Turn off knobs and cylinder valve after use. Never use water on a gas or oil fire. And use a fire blanket or extinguisher in case of fire outbreak. In conclusion, you are now equipped with essential knowledge of a kitchen tools box. Kitchen tools are classified by function, cutting, cooking, measuring, and baking for efficiency. Major equipment are the workhorses that require respect and proper operation. Following step-by-step guides ensures safe and effective use. Proper handling, storage, and safety practices protect you and not only you, your colleagues, and your equipment. Thanks for listening. See you in the next class.